And I am approaching the 10,000 mile service mark on this motorcycle. Bought it at about 8,500 miles, and I have put almost 1,500 miles. I think I was at 1,459 miles when I just checked. Hole in the wall. Wow, look at that. Little cave. Wonder what that was about. You see the milkweed is blooming. We just passed a beautiful little milkweed. Monarch butterflies pollinate the milkweed. Cattails over here. Every part of the cattail is edible, and you can make pancakes out of the furry top. Her Two Wheels was asking what kind of rock this all was. These rocks are definitely granite. In the center of the Black Hills, the granite spires pierced through the limestone and rose up above. That's actually what Mount Rushmore was made out of, was granite. I mean carved out of, I guess I should say. And one of the hardest rocks known to man. Centennial, Iron Creek, Horse Camp, Sylvan Lake, Camp Remington. Here's all that milkweed right here, beautiful. Just a couple days late on those blooms. They just lost some of that purple color they had in the flower. America Center Road. You can see one side of all these trees has a copper tone to it. And you can also smell those ponderosa pines, and they will smell like butterscotch. There's an old moss growing on the branches called Old Man's Beard. That is actually an edible moss. If you ever get lost out here, you can find something to eat. Oof, big old tree snapped. Haven't seen any deer today. What's up with that? Rained pretty good last night. Washed the roads off for us. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you, Colorado. This guy from Minnesota didn't want to let us pass him, I guess. Homeboy up here in the Coachman camper, his right tire just went off the road a little bit, and we're right near these big rock, outcroppings. You always want to catch something crazy on film, right? Let's get it. I'm like, obviously I don't wish anything bad for these guys. The Iron Creek Tunnel. Oh yeah. She tight. Homeboy with the camper. Ha ha ha. These guys not feeling too comfortable going through this little tunnel, is he? It's good for you get past these guys. Oh yeah, HD sounds good in the tunnel, baby. What jerks. If you're a car with a camper on it that can barely go through these tunnels, and you see a couple motorcycles behind you, just do the right thing and get over. Well, yeah, don't make us follow you. We can obviously go faster than you, and you're concerned about your own width going through here. So it's like, why make us wait, Oh, there he goes again. Right wheel almost off of that B. So just a short time away from the Sturgis Rally. Are you going to be there? Comment below. I'd love to see you all. Definitely going to be there myself. Absolutely. And I'll be trying to see as much as possible, record as much as possible, and hopefully do a daily video for the rally. Beautiful day going on. This is like one of those days where you are 110,000% happy that you went out and bought a motorcycle. And without one, you would have been 110,000% bummed because you would have sat at home and not had a motorcycle to ride on a beautiful day. The smells are absolutely amazing. You know, I'm getting butterscotch from the pines. I'm getting pollen from everything. Getting these little purple flower blooms. Getting all sorts of grass smell. Dude, it's just beautiful right now. This is like these are the moments that you remember all year long. Like in the dead of winter, when everything's frozen and you're cold, you think about times like this. Like, man, I can't wait for summer. All these yellow, purple cone, or the yellow cone, prairie cone flowers, what they are. Oh, there's that goldenrod. Just a few plants of the goldenrod. Try to find some a little bit more distinctly. Who knows if the GoPro will actually pick it up. Watch out there, Chevy. We're getting tight again. After riding with my brother-in-law, when we got the Sennas for communicating, and now riding with my homeboy, who does not have a Senna, I'll tell you, I really like having Sennas for communication. Quite fun. Whew. Pretty. The Black Hills, man. These hills are just absolutely gorgeous. Must be getting close to her now. Alright, we made a quick pit stop there. Tried to get away from that dude with a pop-up. Pinchy pop-up. But that was a beautiful little pit stop. Buddy had a ciggy. All these little tiny flowering golden plants right here is that goldenrod I was talking about. Wild at heart. So this is the very heart of the Black Hills. These granite spires broke through in a uplift, pushing through the limestone ring that completely surrounds the Black Hills. The 400 square miles of the Black Hills entirely surrounded by limestone. We do have some of the world's largest and most extensive caves because of that limestone ring. Wind Cave and Jewel Cave, both over 1,000 miles, with 100 miles mapped on the inside. They go down for a week at a time, and they do exploratory missions, trying to map more of the cave every year, which is just insane. If you could imagine being inside of a cave for a week, it's, you know, not seeing the sunlight, you know, not really getting fresh air, and they have to take bags with kitty litter to pee and poop in, you know, so they don't dirty up the cave. And then they have to take those all the way out as well. So it's a pretty big deal, and they do it. So shout out to those guys. That's awesome. Wow, this is beautiful. Wouldn't mind getting a new exhaust. My first Sportster had a Screaming Eagle Performance exhaust package on there. Oh, bud, watch the f*** out, huh? Be watching out for people like that, man. It went way too wide. Not that we have a real lane divider here, but it was being pretty risky. Quite a few cars. Be careful when you're coming. What are we doing, bud? Trying to park, alright? So I have in fact been on this road before. I've just never rode it on a motorcycle. This is a tight one. Stop for a quick drink there. Got my Gatorade finished. It is getting warmer as we ride. I think it's right around 12 o'clock noon. Golly, this is awesome. Try to make sure I'm going super wide here just in case we come across the car, you know. Or one of those Texas pickups going super wide. Wow. You get to a spot up here and it just opens up and you can see forever. I know that when we get to the top part of this over here, it's going to be right by Sylvan Lake. And when you go down by Sylvan Lake, there's a big, tall hill that you do a bunch of switchbacks on. And very beautiful hill to ride. What's up, my friends? I think that the Needle's Eye itself is going to be right around here somewhere. Ah, no! Back onto the pop-up camper, dude. He's the bane of our existence right now. The Needle's Eye Tunnel. Here we are. One of my friends' dads climbed up this Needle's Eye on acid. They took LSD, and it was in the middle of the night, they said. Climbed up to one of these spires, stayed up there until the morning. And when the sun rose, one of their friends was too scared to climb down. So they had to wait until the acid wore off. And then they climbed down. I've always found that to be a very funny story. What a wild ride that must have been. Can you imagine one of your friends being stuck on top of a rock you already climbed? Like, oh, I can't do it, man. Little Devil's Tower Trailhead. Ain't never done that one. Well, this was absolutely one of the most fun rides that there is to have in the Black Hills. Going through those rock spires and stuff, there's just something special about that. It's just a really cool feeling. Sylvan Lake Campground. Sylvan Lake's also a really beautiful area. If you get the chance to come out to Sylvan Lake and explore a little bit, hike around, it is absolutely gorgeous. There's lots to do up here. There's rock climbing, you can rent paddle boats, you can do really everything. Alright everybody, so I'm going to end that here. We are just now getting to Sylvan Lake. We are through the Needles Highway, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're coming for Sturgis, please comment below. Tell me what you're most excited for. Tell me what you're going to be doing here. Let me know what you think of that Needles Highway experience. If you've ever been there before, if you plan on riding the Needles Highway. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.